Nowadays, dollar stores have a lot to offer, and there's no need to compare prices of similar items within the store because the pricing is generally the same. However, not everything is as great a deal as it may seem, and usually you get exactly what you pay for. We previously released 10 things you should always buy at the dollar store, and today, we'll identify 10 things you should avoid buying. Just a couple decades ago, light bulbs were light bulbs, but technology has changed. Although 3 for $1 incandescent bulbs is tempting, they're not as energy efficient as modern CFLs and LEDs, and therefore they're not worth it in the long run, which is why they're being completely phased out by 2020. You can buy a single LED bulb like this one for only $1, which will outlast 21 incandescent bulbs. They're a great value for $1, but they seem to only carry a 60-watt replacement so far. So if you're looking for other wattages, you might as well buy them in bulk either online or at your local wholesale store. You might think that you're getting a bargain when you purchase discount batteries at the dollar store, but many of them are really cheap quality. Of course, they're cheaper than name brand alkaline batteries, but their lifespan is much shorter and more susceptible to leaking and causing damage. If you just need batteries for a remote, yeah, you're probably safe. But if you need them for high-drain devices, you're taking a major risk. Because they won't last as long, we wouldn't suggest relying on them for flashlights or in emergency situations, so stick with quality over quantity when it comes to batteries. When purchasing paper products such as paper towels or toilet paper, it's always best to buy in bulk. Dollar store deals will get you by in a bind, but the product is usually basic, single ply with less sheets and even tubeless sometimes. Plus, you can usually find them cheaper at your grocery store. Opt for the name brands and higher quality because what you'll get at the dollar store really isn't a bargain at all. The dollar store is the mecca for plastic toys that really won't last very long because they usually lack in quality. So you're likely to have a broken toy that needs to be replaced often. Many of the plastic toys just aren't durable enough or even worth $1. You don't want to risk the safety of your child to save a few dollars. Invest in higher quality toys that will last and reduce damage to your wallet in the long run. If money is an issue, shop the clearance aisle in retail stores or check out secondhand stores. Whether you're buying plastic toys for your child or your pet, you should avoid buying them from dollar stores. It can be hard to justify paying premium prices for toys that your pets will get tired of or destroy quickly, but don't take the risk because you'll usually get what you pay for. Speaking of pets, dollar stores sell many of the same brands of treats that you can find at pet stores for a fraction of the cost. But be sure to avoid rawhide treats unless they're compressed to avoid a choking hazard. When it comes to pet food, it's not worth the risk of buying from dollar stores either. Low-end pet food is usually missing key ingredients that are vital to your animal. They end up loaded with filler products, byproducts, food dyes, etc. Unless you're in an absolute bind, don't buy pet food from the dollar store. To ensure the safety of your pet's food, shop at national chains and local feed stores. They oftentimes run promotional deals and have loyalty programs that'll save you in the long run. Even if you wanted to stick with dog chow, $1 for 1 pound is high price tag in comparison to 50 cents per pound when you buy a bigger bag elsewhere. Office supplies can be a great deal, not to mention that they have a nice variety. But for school supplies, you're better off waiting for back-to-school sales elsewhere for deep discounts. Dollar stores typically sell 2-pocket folders for $1, 70-sheet notebooks instead of 3-subject notebooks, and a flimsy 3-ring binder for $1 each, which all pale in comparison to deals at big box stores where you'll get a better bulk value and often better quality. These phone cases may seem like a great buy, but remember that you'll be relying on a $1 case to protect your pricey electronics, which could range up into the hundreds, if not thousands, I guess. Ask yourself if saving a few dollars is worth the risk of potential damage instead of buying a quality case that comes with a warranty. Same can be said regarding audio cords, earbuds, USB cables, and cheap power packs. They can lose their charge, fall apart easily, and even damage your devices. So the best choice is to always go with quality. Our sponsor this week, Anker Technology, provided us with an Anker PowerCore 2 20,000. It's sleek, smart, and even fits right in your pocket. This thing packs 20,000 milliamp hours of power, which can keep an iPhone 7 running for a solid week. Not only that, it's got dual ports so you can get multiple devices back to a usable form in no time. It's got a 12-watt port and an 18-watt port, so those power-hungry devices have a place to regenerate. In fact, I even use it to pump up my laptop. If you want to get one for yourself, Anker has provided Household Hacker fans with a 15% off code when you buy it over at Amazon. The link is down there at the top of the description. Just click it and put in the code HHPower2 at checkout. Let's get back to it. You should avoid most dairy and perishable foods from dollar stores, especially the quote-unquote cheese. It may look like cheese, but is it cheese? Well, it's labeled toppings for a reason. When comparing to real cheese, you'll see that the ingredients are vastly different. But hey, at least it's cholesterol-free, right? It probably goes without saying, but no matter how popular these ribeye steaks are, you shouldn't buy your meat from the dollar store. Sure, it's real meat, but it's at a lower grade utility cut, part of the cow used in institutional kitchens. They weigh under 4 ounces raw and shrink down to 2 ounces cooked. Because of how thinly cut they are, they're really only tolerable when doctored up with vegetables and spices. They're also very salty on their own because it's basically 30% saltwater solution added to the package. Most people would suggest skipping them altogether. Other foods like frozen pizza, cereal, snack-sized chips, canned goods, they can all be avoided because they're not really a bargain. The frozen pizzas have very little cheese and the pies are pretty small. For $1, you're better off with a Totino's Party Pizza from the grocery store. Those $1 boxes of cereal may get tempting, but they're much cheaper per ounce at the grocery store, especially with a coupon. It's always a better deal when you find family-sized boxes or find them on sale, which obviously won't happen at the dollar store. 2-ounce snack-sized bags of chips might be priceless when you have the munchies, but buying a party pack of 1-ounce bags from the supermarket has a much better value, especially for packing lunches. The 79-cent tag on canned goods is a lure, but is it really worth it? Considering that the price is only on Libby's brand and the $1 Del Monte cans are cheaper elsewhere anyway, neither price is really a bargain. We certainly didn't cover every product that you should avoid, so let us know in the comments what you think are the worst buys at the dollar store. If you're on a strict budget, do what you gotta do to make ends meet, but strive for better value when possible. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this and hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. We hope you did. We'll see you next time.